at the night before game, just after a 15-0 win on the previous Saturday there. Tell me, you had a hat trick. What was the game plan going into that one?
Not to take them lightly, that's for sure, but just play our game, and if the net gets filled with goals, then that's what happens.
All right, now looking towards tonight, we got Delburne in town. What's the game plan here?
Same thing. We had a pretty good game with them a couple weeks ago, so just play our game, stick to it, and should come out on top.
All right, well, best of luck there tonight.
Thank you.
All right, thanks.
From And welcome to the live stream broadcast on the night before. It's the Stettler Imperials versus the Delburne Outlaws in what has become a great tradition in the town of Stettler to have a hockey game on the night before. Everyone should be more or less done their shopping. They can come into the rink and enjoy some East Central Senior Hockey League action as the puck is dropped. And thanks to Dylan Houston for being our pre-game interview. Dylan, along with Quade Cassidy, got hat tricks in the 15-0 win in their last game. There's Cassidy to Houston. Stettler a pass out in front, and that one just goes wide. Pass intercepted by Kistner, who dumps it in. The rest of the team was changing. Kept in by Norman, a shot deflected, it's out in front. There's another shot, save, and the rebound is collected by the Imperials. There's another shot, tipped just wide into the corner. And a battle for it. Gets to center ice, picked up by Norman, who dishes it off to Kistner. Outlaws can't get possession, so Stettler brings it in, but stolen from the Imperial. Puck up the near side boards. Norman of the Imperials and Shin Goose right there fighting for the puck. There's a pass and dumped in by Stettler. Turnus to the back of the net. Behind the net, I should say. Off the boards to Turnus again. Puck stolen. And covered up by the Delburne goaltender. It's Simon Thielman in net tonight for the Imperials. And it's Tanner Shalin. And as always, the first period is brought to you by Ampco Electric. If it's electrical, we do it. Bardwell brings it in, a shot off a defender. Bardwell takes a bump there, falls to the ice. It's out in front and covered up by the goaltender. Only 2 shots on net thus far, and that comes from the Imperials. Here's Stettler, and Stettler's taking a couple of tough hits. One on right. And then number 15 will get a penalty on the other side of the ice. Kyle Ringdahl. With the penalty, Stettler on the man advantage for 2 minutes or less. Down low and to the slot, and Delburne able to get the puck out. Stettler's Ross now to Houston with some speed through center ice, the neutral zone, and he'll stop to set up on the power play. And off the boards and out. A Delburne player had some speed trying to have a shorthanded opportunity, but now it's Ross with a shot. A save picked up by the Imperials. It's Cassidy, who also had a hat trick in their last game, 15-0 over Forestburg. There's a shot off the glove of the Outlaws goaltender with 50 seconds left on the power play. Stollery has it, tipped on net, and it was available, but Stettler player whiffed on it, couldn't get any wood on the puck to put in the back of the net. Down low to the slot and deflected out of the zone with 30 seconds to go on the man advantage. There's Wright to center ice. Higgins there, but now it's the Outlaws. Pass, shot, nice save by Thielman. Off of Higgins, who had a great opportunity in front. Now to center ice are the Imperials. And unfortunately, Fournier goes offside. Got about 36 of you watching the game right now. Do appreciate that. I know there's another important hockey game happening tonight with the Battle of Alberta. A quick cover by the Delburne goaltender. And thanks to Caden, who drove up from Red Deer to be our camera 2 operator tonight. 14 and a half to go in this first period. Once again, it is brought to you by Ampco Electric. It's going to be a penalty. Stettler goes on their second power play of the evening. That's number 4, Ringdahl with a slashing penalty. Stettler on the power play. Got to be careful. They are. And Rost is able to get it over to Houston, who gets a shot. Doesn't get through, though, as Stollery picks it up at the blue line. Ross now to Houston on the power play. A shot. Nice pad save. Stettler's 6th or 7th shot on net this period. And now we've got a shot from Stollery, a block. That one stings. And that player is down on the ice. I don't know where it hit him, but obviously that stung. It was the captain of the Delburne Outlaws as well. Looks like he's favoring his leg, so a good block, but that's got to hurt as the captain of the Outlaws goes to the dressing room. Wright dumps it in. Half of the penalty is over as Thielman's there behind the Imperials net with Wright. Wright being bothered by Higgins. There's Piggin now. Tries to make a move inside. Can't get there. Shingoose picks up the puck. It's out in front. And Delburne can't get it out. Picked up by Stettler. Sent over to Wright, who shoots it. There's a rebound. It's loose. And it finds its way in the back of the net. And it's 1-0 Stettler. Stettler's 9th shot of the game. It goes in, and they're up early. There's Rost up the boards. Brower sends it in. Now it's Hansel with a shot. Fournier from right. And Shingoose. And here's Delburne, shoots it in. Rost behind the net. Now to the near side. Tries to go through the center ice and gets tackled, but does end up getting the puck out of the zone as Delburne chips it in. Gets a couple of fresh skaters on the ice. Puck to Bardwell. Can't get possession as it's sent right back into the Imperials' end as Rost is there and Bardwell. McCullough for the Outlaws, working hard in the corner. Now Delburne picks it up again, out in front. That Delburne player just didn't quite get everything on it. And there's a golden opportunity, but the puck laid there for Thielman to cover. Stettler runs the face off. Cassidy grabs it along the boards. And picked up by Kistner. Now fed up to Cassidy, who can't grab the pass. Higgins shoots it in, and Thielman gets it to Kistner. And Stettler can't quite break out. It is a delayed offside, though. Now Cassidy makes a couple of moves. Pass to the point. And shot down low to Houston. Cassidy has it again. There's a shot. Houston off the post. Blockered away by Thielman to the corner. Cassidy. Cassidy's now moving on a breakaway. 2-on-0. Score! Stettler now up 2-0. And they're putting on the pressure again. Chase Walker gets a nice feed from Cassidy there and makes it 2-0. Stettler still looking for more. Behind the net. Off the boards to the point, kept in front of the net, and nice dish. And a goal. Almost looked like the Delburne goaltender had it in the glove, but it made its way past him and went in the net for a 3-0 lead in this first period, presented by Ampco. Delburne now looking for an opportunity. A nice steal on that pass. Once again, every Imperials goal is presented by our main sponsor, Stettler Boston Pizza. That was Quinn Hansel with the 3-0 goal. As the puck goes all the way down for an icing call. Puck goes down low. And Delburne will get it out, but it's picked up by an Imperial. Sends it to the blue line. Tucker. And number 7, Smith of the Outlaws have a big collision there. Another big collision. Picked up by Tucker, who wasn't involved this time. There's an opportunity in the front of the net. It ends up behind the net. Pass to Tucker, who tries to get it out in front. Steals the puck away again. And it's intercepted a couple of times. Back to Stettler. Houston over to Norman. A shot and covered up by Delburne. Here's Delburne, a shot off the glove of Thielman. Back to the point. Tough angle shot, doesn't get through. Gets to the corner, well, Wright's there, battling. Picked up by Stettler now. Lose the puck and sent in by Delburne. Cassidy flips one forward. Could be a break for Houston. The shot, and it's behind the net. That's where it ended up somehow. Picked up by Delburne. To center ice all alone. Shoots the puck on to Thielman and goes for a change. Delburne has it now. Checked off the puck by Shingoose. Delburne gets it back. Delburne down 3-0 in this game, just over 5 minutes to go. Here's Stettler again, an opportunity, but checked off the puck. 5:39 to go in the first period, presented by Ampco Electric as Stettler's Ross passes over. And a nice save by the Delburne netminder. Stolen, and an opportunity there for Fournier. Couldn't get a shot on net, though. Pass over to Curtis, and Stettler's going to get a interference penalty. Fournier, I believe, going to the box. So Delburne has an opportunity to get back in this hockey game. There's a shot, deflected. Delburne on the power play. There's a shot, blocked. A good block by Stettler. Hansel's up though, and okay. There's a shot, it's loose. And a shot wide. Here comes Higgins of Delburne, a shot high and off the glass and sent out by Tucker. Nice lead pass by the netminder to Higgins. There's a shot. A rebound was loose as Stettler is able to get it out. Now Delburne gets it to the front of the net and sent out by the Imperials. 40 seconds to go on the Delburne man advantage. Through center ice, Delburne sends it in. They don't have that much more time to work with on this power play. That one ricochets, hits the roof, hits the ceiling, and we'll have a word from our main sponsor, Boston Pizza in Stettler.
At Boston Pizza, a fast lunch doesn't have to mean fast food. Now you can get a $15 lunch served in just 20 minutes, including your choice of a main, side, and drink. That's right, lunch for $15 at your local Boston Pizza.
As there's only a couple seconds left on the power play for Delburne. And that's it. Good penalty kill from the Imperials. Higgins has it at center ice. Shoots it in. It goes wide. More people trickling in here. Getting pretty close to a full house at the Stettler Rec Center. But we do appreciate you for watching online tonight. Rost with it now. Cassidy looking for the puck. Has a chance to grab it. Does get it. And tries to get the pass out to Houston, who couldn't quite get control of the puck. Rost can't handle it at the blue line, and it's out. And He'll pass it over. Off the ref, but Stettler still gets it in deep momentarily. Back to Rost. Shot in. Just over a minute to go in this first frame. 14-7. As you see, the shot's on net. Delburne gets it over, kept on side. Out in front. There's a shot, and Thielman covers up and makes a nice save. Delburne now with control. Just under a minute to go here. And it's out of the zone. Bardwell's there chasing after it. Stettler now sends it over to the near side boards. DeYoung was there trying to get it out. Shot wide. Tipped on net. Higgins gets a second shot, and Thielman is in good position. Thielman again. Goes top corner. With 20 seconds to go in the period, makes it 3-1. Puck sent into the Delburne bench, I think. Delburne wins that face-off with just a couple of seconds left. They'll shoot it to safety, and that'll do it for the first period. Shots on net, 14-13. And we'll be back in just 15 minutes for the second period. Thanks for watching our live stream of the night before game between Stettler and Delburne. Stettler up 3-1. Thanks for joining us on the live stream. Good news as well as the captain for Delburne is back after taking that shot, blocking that shot in the first period. A reminder of the records tonight as Stettler is 10 wins, 0 losses in regulation, and 1 overtime loss with 21 points. Delburne is 6-4-1 with 13 points. As the second period is underway. A chance for the Imperials early, and a good stick from the Delburne player. Stetler's Stollery sends it right back in, but not deep enough as it's taken out by Delburne. And a shot into the mesh. And face-off one from Delburne. Backhand down the ice as Wright has it. Now Houston couldn't get the pass away. Takes it himself. Drops it off to Cassidy. To Stollery. To Wright. A shot wide. Stollery pinches and keeps the play alive momentarily. Wright has to backtrack to center ice. Makes a move. Makes a couple. Stollery picks it up and might have taken a high stick. As he's complaining on the bench there. Definitely took a high stick. But the refs missed that one, so. No call on the ice, although the refs are talking about it, and they will actually call a high stick. Stettler will go on the power play. I'm not sure if there was blood or not, or if that makes any difference in the East Central Senior Hockey League, but we'll see what they put on the boards, on the score clock. And it will be a 4-minute penalty as it drew blood. So, Stettler with a golden opportunity to get another one. There's Kistner at the line. Down low to Shingoose, who did a good job of not losing the puck there. Back to Piggin. There's a shot, rebound. And now behind the net is Stettler, and right back to, I believe, Bardwell. Or Fournier. Sorry, that was Fournier. Still have over 3 minutes of power play time to work with here. And Kistner with it. Pass to Cassidy. Breaks in. Loses it, and it's sent right out by Delburne. Ross, lead pass to Houston. Houston will go around the net. Stollery now. And taken away by Stettler there to keep the play alive. Houston, a shot goes wide, a rebound picked up by Stettler. Now Ross passes it over. Back to the point, Stollery finds a lane and a save made by the Delburne goaltender. Stettler, still 2 minutes to go on the power play. It was a 4-minute minor for a high stick. Houston has it now again. Stollery passed over to Ross. There's a shot. Back to Stollery. Tipped on net. Oh, and the rebound just goes through the crease. And picked up by Cassidy. Houston's all alone. Takes a shot. Save. Rebound. Again, goes through the slot dangerously. Stettler now again, and a shot, and a save with 1:23 on the power play. Kistner at the point. Loses the puck. And Delburne able to send it down the length of the ice. Kistner being attacked by Higgins from Delburne. With 50 seconds to go on the power play. Kistner gets it in, but they're going to call icing as Kistner didn't quite get to the red line. Thank you to our main sponsor of tonight and all of the live streams this season and playoffs, Stettler Boston Pizza. I'm sure a lot of these folks in the building tonight had supper at BP before coming to the game. Here's Fournier. There's a shot. Almost found the 5-hole. Back to Kistner at the point. And still 17 seconds to go on the power play. Higgin still has possession around the net in front and can't bury it. Stettler still has it as the penalty expires. And the puck goes to the captain of Delburne and gets it out. Looks like the captain, after that shot, still laboring that leg. There's a shot saved by the goaltender. There's a shot. Stettler with a few opportunities. Just can't put it behind Tanner Shalin. Picked up by Rost now. Walker can't pick up the pass cleanly. It will be a delayed offside. The puck ends out of the zone, so it's still a delayed offside. Now every Delburne Outlaw touches up, and Rost charges into the Outlaw zone. There's Turnus. And picked up by Delburne. It's Davidson there, and now shot in by Sharp. And now Stettler gets it out, but too far. The icing will be beat out by Quinn Hansel and another Imperial. And here's the captain for the Imperials to Rost. It was in the slot area, but sent out by Delburne, and Rost will now collect the puck. And sent in now and stopped behind the net by Stettler's goalie, Simon Thielman. There's Turnus. The pass off the mark. It was intended for King. Higgins picks it up with some speed. Makes a move. Backhand. Saved by Thielman. Off the boards. Now a 2-on-1. Nope. Picked up by the Outlaws. And now go the other way. 2-on-2 opportunity. And the pass is well defended by the Imperials, but we have a penalty. The refs are working on the ice here. Stettler gets a penalty. That's King for hooking. So we've got Stettler on the penalty kill. There's a shot. Scores! Tipped in. And we have a 3-2 hockey game. Yep. All right, so this is a hockey game. It's 3-2. Delburne gets a power play goal. Cassidy wants to make it a 2-goal game again, but gets checked off the puck. Walker, a big hit on, that would be number 43 of Delburne, McDonnell. There's a shot. Good pad save by Phelan. Shot high by Kistner. And 51 of you watching the stream right now. Have you subscribed to our YouTube channel? Please do if you haven't thus far. Helps our small media company here in Stettler. And it's free. You just have to click the button and subscribe as Stettler has a great opportunity and a big save by the goaltender, Tanner Shalin. We'll take a look at that save at the next whistle. Almost halfway through the second period. Puck sent out. And Shalin will go get it and fire it. And the Stettler Imperials have it now. Going to have another penalty on the play. They're going to call a trip on that one. Take a quick look at that great save. Here's Turnus to center ice as Delburne has an opportunity to tie this one up on the power play. Picked up by Higgins of Delburne. The captain drops it off, a shot, a wraparound, and the puck goes through the crease. There's a shot, saved by Thielman, picked up by the Imperials, and a 2-on-1. Here's Turnus, and Turnus can't get the pass over, and now it's intercepted by Delburne.
Once again, today's winning shoot to win ticket. We are looking for a blue ticket. Ticket number 8680513. If you have that ticket, you can be coming to the admission table in the lobby, and we will get you registered or set up for the $1,500 Shield ticket. Blue ticket. Ticket number 8680513.
Delburne with it, minute left on their power play. Sent around and kept in by Delburne, and it ricochets off a few guys, and Kistner able to grab it. Back to the point, and that shot off a leg into the corner. Delburne still has some time to work with. There's a shot. Doesn't get through again. And good stick by the Imperial player, King. There's a pass out in front. Puck ends up at the point, shot in. Stettler still can't get it out, but now Tucker has it. Tucker will put a big check on number 7 of Delburne. Now DeYoung picks up for the Imperials and sent in by Tucker. Cassidy takes a shot and saved by Shalin. And we'll be right back after a word from our main sponsor.
At Boston Pizza, a fast lunch doesn't have to mean fast food. Now you can get a $15 lunch served in just 20 minutes, including your choice of a main, side, and drink. That's right, lunch for $15 at your local Boston Pizza.
Cassidy at center ice. Makes a move a couple of times. Gets past a couple of Outlaws, but they'll get the puck away from him. And right is a wrecking ball out there. Higgins couldn't quite get it toward the net. Now Cassidy has got a good stride, takes a shot, and will crash into the boards. The crowd wanting a call on the ice. No call coming as Delburne takes a shot and into the glove of Thielman, who covers up and makes a nice save. We've got a close game tonight. I think it's pretty safe to say that it's closer than last game. 3-2 Stettler. Shots are 29-19. Stettler with possession. Kistner to the point. Shoots it in. Not quite on net. Stettler with possession. Kistner will send it back in deep. Kistner at the point, sends it in again. Turnus is there, but it's picked up by the Outlaws. And it's shot high, and the whistle is blown. And 54 of you watching the stream now. We're at 709 subscribers. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. We'd love to get to 710. Now Shingoose is there. And Stettler grabs it with pressure. Looking to expand on their lead. And that puck is deflected into the mesh. A shot into the glove of Shalen. Look like a lot of people at the Light the Night tonight at the Stettler Town and Country Museum as Stettler shoots and misses. Good chance from Fournier. But yeah, we were driving past the museum and tons of cars waiting to drive around and see that half-kilometer of light displays at the museum. So awesome to see, one of their biggest fundraisers of the year. There's a shot, I think, kicked out by the Outlaws goaltender. That puck goes down for an icing call. 4:27 to go in the second period. Still a 3-2 hockey game. Thanks for joining us on this live stream. There's Rost to Tucker. Tucker moves in and can't find the rebound. Had a nice opportunity though on the backhand, but just couldn't find the puck. Tucker going at it with number 7 of Delburne. Smith back there. I wouldn't be surprised to see a scrap from the two of them at some point in this hockey game as Stettler big collision there, as you see, in front of the Delburne net. Delburne bench, I should say. Stettler on the power play now. I'm guessing it was some roughing or elbow, is my guess. Let's hear. Okay. Smith for interference as Stettler is on the power play as the puck goes outside of the zone, and Stollery has it and passes it over to Rost, as Ross will fire it in. And Stettler will go on a 2-man advantage momentarily, unless they score, of course. But the whistle is blown and a tripping call. So let's see if Stettler can get things done with a 2-man advantage. For a minute and 6 seconds or less. Cassidy over to Houston. Here's Cassidy. Out in front, rebound. And the goaltender covers up. Goes for a skate. Stettler wins the face-off. There's Stollery. Houston up to Stollery. And now we've got Cassidy behind the net. Back to Stollery. There's a pass over. Shot, scores! Eric Rost makes it 4-2. And Stettler wins the face-off after getting a big power play goal. They're still on the power play. For, again, a minute and 8 seconds or less as Kistner passes it over. Chip just wide of the net.
Goal scorer number 12, Eric Ross. Assist number 55, Dan Sawyer. And number 93, Jordan.
There's a shot wide.
Goal 1804. Ross from Sawyer and Houston at 1804.
And Kistner behind the net with 38 seconds more to play with on this power play. He's got to be careful. Evades a check from Delburne's captain. And now Wright sends it in. And Stettler a shot. It doesn't get through. Fournier grabs it. He gets it down low to Shingoose. Now working the boards. Shingoose is there. And the penalty, the second one has expired. And Thielman is there. Good play to the near side boards, but Higgins was actually there first to grab it. Kistner now back to the point. A shot kicked out by Thielman. There's a shot again, and Thielman up to the task on Delburne's 21st shot of the evening with 18 seconds to go in the second period. "57 of you watching the stream. We hope you come back for the third period, which should definitely be a good period to catch. And Rost just holds the puck to the boards, and after two periods, it's 4-2. Stettler leads shots on net 35-21. We'll be back for the shoot to win near the end of the second intermission. Until then, grab a pop, some snacks, and we'll see you for the third period.
Make sure you go get those 50-50 tickets.
All right, we're back momentarily for the shoot to win. We gotta wait for Eric to tell the rules. I think last week, or the last game, the guy didn't wait, he just shot it. All right. So this is worth $1,500 if they can get the center. Is it any three? Any of them? Yeah, I think it's any of them. Let's see if it goes through. Oh, just wide left. And we'll be back in 2 minutes and 45 seconds. And welcome back. It's time for third period action. Stettler up 4-2. Once again, we appreciate you tuning in to our live stream. Now let's take a quick look to see if we got to 400, or 710, I should say. And we got to our goal. So thanks everyone for hitting that subscribe button, as we have 710 subscribers on our YouTube channel. And I think we'll have a few more people join the game soon here, as it is a good one. Third period about to get underway. And the puck will start in the Delburne end. As they fight forward on the boards. And sent in. And Shaylin will elect to cover it up. This live stream and all of them this season brought to you by Stettler Boston Pizza. Puck behind the net. Back to the point. Ross has to be careful. There's a shot. Wide of the net, behind. Back to Shingoose. It's in front of the net, and it finds its way in the back. And Stettler has a 3-goal lead now. Shots 37-21. And Stettler has a 3-goal lead. Turnus, the captain, looking for more. Puck given away. And that's Ross now. A pass. Look for the tip on net. Turnus couldn't quite get it on net though. And covered up by the Delburne goaltender. Stettler scores again. I'm not sure if I quite caught that on the replay, but let's see. Might just caught the tail end. Yeah, there was a loose puck and jammed in. All right, Fournier gets on the board.
Stettler Imperials goal. His second and sixth for the season. Goal scorer number 14, Quinn Hansel.
So Fournier gets on the board and then Hansel. 6-2 lead for the Imperials on the night before game. Here's Cassidy, can't quite grab the puck. Pass out to an open man, and that is Sharp of the Outlaws who shoots it wide of Thielman. There's a shot, also goes wide. Stettler's Norman couldn't get it out, and then Bardwell has a chance, who gets it out. No icing on the play. Houston off the boards. To Wright, to Cassidy. And Wright's there. Houston makes a move and takes a shot, and it ricochets out of play.
At Boston Pizza, a fast lunch doesn't have to mean fast food. Now you can get a $15 lunch served in just 20 minutes, including your choice of a main, side, and drink. That's right, lunch for $15 at your local Boston Pizza.
And we're back. Stettler. Another great crowd at the Stettler Rec Center tonight. It's become a great tradition the night before game. And it always has a big crowd show up to the Stettler Rec Center. I'd say probably only maybe 100 more to capacity. And you can also check out on our YouTube page now Stettler election coverage, as we just had an interview hosted by Landon. He interviewed the new Reeve, well, the elected Reeve, it's his third term, Larry Clark. About 15-minute conversation on the issues regarding the county. So definitely watch that at some point. Puck to the near side boards. Shot out for an icing call. We got 61 of you watching the stream now. Thanks so much. Right at the point. Now it's Houston. There's a shot into the glove of the Outlaws goaltender. Shots, as you see, are 40-21. Stettler gets on the board again, makes it 7-2 on their 41st shot. And I just wanted to say, if you have to do any commuting for Christmas Eve or Christmas, definitely take it slow, as there is a special weather statement in effect for Christmas Eve. Snowfall is expected across our area, 10 to 20 centimeters. So you know how the highways get when we have that much snow. So it's expected to begin near Red Deer, and then it will be near us as well in Stettler. It'll taper off by Christmas morning, so it'll be a white Christmas for sure, but just be prepared, of course, for those winter driving conditions. And avoid the QE2 at all costs. But, yeah. I was reminded by my wife who's sitting beside me that we didn't one year, and it was brutal. Okay, a chance by Delburne and a big save by Thielman. And the puck is chopped in. Picked up by Stettler along the boards, passed out. Bardwell is chasing after it and will lose it to Delburne. But that pass is off the mark. No icing. To Bardwell. Bardwell's there again and fires it in deep. To Tucker, out in front, that's DeYoung. Into the slot area, backhand, doesn't get through. Houston ends up with the puck as it goes behind the net to the corner. Cassidy passes it off. Back to Cassidy. Sends it through. It ends up in the corner on Houston's stick. Kept in by Norman. Almost gave it away at the blue line there, but it ends up still in the Delburne zone, and the puck ends up on Shalen's net, and he'll cover up. Into the glove of Shalen. 12:48 to go in the third period. Wright sends it in. And the Delburne player takes maybe an elbow up high from an Imperial, but there's no call on the ice as Wright has it to Shingoose. And Stettler player couldn't quite keep it in. Wright will collect the puck behind the net. Stettler up 7-2 on the night before game. Stettler breaks through and has an opportunity, but whistle was blown. So you got Turnus at the face-off dot. Brower's there as well. And it's picked up by Delburne player momentarily, stolen by the Imperials. And now that pass was out of the reach of a Delburne player. Stettler an opportunity again, a shot. And a save from Shalen. Back to Stettler's possession. It's Rost. Hansel. Thielman gets it and fires it up. But taken by Delburne, and Higgins has it now. Puck goes behind the net. It's out in front. There's a shot, just wide. Delburne putting on the pressure, trying to get back in this one a little bit. But taken by Turnus. And it was a good lead pass, but Bardwell just couldn't get a handle on it. But there's Kistner in his own end, taking his time with 10:23 to go in the hockey game. There's a shot and a save by Thielman. Stettler and Bardwell. Pass off the mark slightly. I'm sure our Mike picked up Bardwell, who wasn't too happy down there. There's Kistner grabbing the puck. Makes a move and takes a check in the process. Sends it in deep. Kicked back up to Kistner, who takes a shot. There's a chance. Ricochets wide. And Houston was in a good spot to steal the puck. Couldn't do it then, but does it now. And grabs the puck. Stettler can't effectively break out of their own end at that point. Delburne chops it in now, looking for a chance. But they do get a shot on net. And Thielman up to the task. Cassidy goes the other way to Houston. And a big glove save.
The winning ticket is 176388. It's a green ticket.
Another opportunity, another big save by Delburne's goalie, keeping it at 7. Now Delburne. That was Rainasith with a shot and a blocker saved by Thielman. Delburne player down on the ice, far side boards. Fournier can't get all of it. Now a chance for Delburne. Potential 2-on-1, and it's loose there in the crease as Thielman finds it and covers up. Delburne very close to getting their 3rd of the night. Stettler on the faceoff, breaks out. Brower. Back to Rost. There's a shot, saved. Back out in front. Ends up on the stick of a Outlaw who sends it into the mesh. Shots are 47-27 for Stettler. And they lead by 5 on this night before the night before. Stettler player takes a check there as Delburne gets it out. Here's a captain for Delburne, a shot, deflects wide. And Hansel's there, able to get it out as the Imperials go for a change. That leaves Bardwell by himself, and here comes the Outlaws. Stolen by Stettler. Bardwell now. That pass just didn't connect, and Kistner fights to keep it in and does. Good kick of the puck there. And stolen now by Delburne with 6 minutes to go. Delburne player passed over to Higgins, intercepted by Tucker. Now Delburne in front of the net. And Kistner grabs it, and there's going to be a penalty on the play. A roughing call as they get into it now behind Thielman. And in the box is no one. Okay. I swear I saw a penalty called, but... Oh, there he is. Bardwell is in the box. Shot toward the net as Wright has to go and get it. And good play by Wright to send it down the ice.
Stettler Imperials penalty number 7, Bardwell. 2 weeks for booking, Tom penalty, 14-28. Bardwell for booking, 14-28. This is
The Bardwell gets a hooking penalty. There's a minute 26 left on the man advantage for Delburne as Thielman covers up. Stettler is looking to improve to 11-0-1. Would be a great way to go into the Christmas break. Here's Delburne at center ice. Tries to set it up. That pass deflected. And now behind Thielman. Puck's loose and picked up by Stettler. That's Tucker, who will kill more time. Delburne sends it around with 17 seconds to go on the man advantage. There's a shot into the glove of Thielman. And we have 68 viewers of the stream now watching the end of this one. Thanks for tuning in to Hometown Productions and Media's live stream. There's a shot down the ice. Thielman goes out of the net, and Delburne tried to get a shot on net, and they whiffed on it. That gives Cassidy an opportunity on a breakaway, and scores. And the patented Cassidy move strikes again. He sure loves that move, and it works quite often. And it's 8-2. So, in the last 2 games, Stettler has outscored their opponent 23-2. They are having quite the year. We looked into it at one point when we were working the other day, and I think, almost positive, this is Stettler's best year so far. Cassidy again looking for it. Almost finds the back of the net again. But as long as the team has been around, I think this is, I mean, it's hard to beat an 11-0-1 start. We'll have to get those definitive numbers. That was Cassidy from Rost, and Thielman, the goalie, gets an assist, a point tonight, so good on him. I'm sure that's a good Christmas present for a goalie to get a point. Yeah. There's a shot, blockered away. And picked up by Piggin. Norman's there, fighting for it, picked up by Delburne. A shot from number 2. That's Waldo, who took a big hit there. There's a scrum forward, a bit of a scrum. Loose puck now. Out in front. Loose puck taken by Delburne. A shot ends up behind the net. Now out in front. And you heard Eric George there. 1 minute to go. There's a shot off the side of the net. Another shot. And inadvertent pass there as Delburne gets it out. But they can't get it in deep with half a minute to go. Once again, we really do appreciate you watching our live stream of local sports. Tucker gets it in deep and takes a bump. With 5 seconds to go, Stettler is going to improve to 11-0-1. Delburne is going to drop to 6-5-1. So, Stettler goes into the Christmas break without a loss in regular time, improving to 11-0-1. We are Hometown Productions and Media. We hope that you have a wonderful holiday, and we'll be back for the next home game for the Stettler Imperials. Thanks for dropping by and watching the live stream. Stay safe, as again, the weather's gonna take a turn for the worse if you're driving for the holiday break. But we'll talk to you very soon. Thanks for watching. And again, thanks to our sponsors, Stettler Boston Pizza, Ampco Electric, Aspen Ford. They make these live streams possible. Have a wonderful night. Take care. Merry Christmas.